visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? And how are you? Well, I hope everything with you is fabulous. I hope everything with you is absolutely copacetic,
Yes.
baby. I do. But as for me, I'm doing great. We had a wonderful evening.
We did.
We went live earlier in the evening and got ran, and it wasn't even that late. I don't think. Was it 9 o'clock?
Yeah, it was 9 o'clock, just about around that time.
So that was frightening. But I just felt like those bugs was like ghosts to me. They were coming out. They were starting to surround us, like saying, "You're going to kill us. We're going to get you." And I just started feeling attacked. It was so many.
For real, honestly.
And I think when you spray the bug spray, it makes them go crazy.
It does.
And I think because of the lighting, and I think the other bugs saw what was going on and started saying, "Oh, they need help. Let's go get them." That's how I felt. Okay, because I believe the world of insects have their own language, and they like beetles. They were like big beetle brown bugs. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, that's over and done.
Please check out that live.
I'm going to say the same thing. Please check out that live. What is it? Bugs and all.
Yes, bugs and all.
Please check it out. I mean, it was. I was vibing. I was in the moment. I was ooh. I was feeling it.
It was good out there.
It was the energy. But I really mean this. I really do. I want to go out there again next month.
Yes.
In August. When we're drawing closer to the end of summer.
Oh, let's see when in August that would be, because we're getting ready to approach. Today is the 23rd, and Lionsgate is getting ready to open. And in August, Lionsgate is going to be ending.
Oh, and while Baby Crone is thinking, I want to say, I'm going to be wearing my own hair. My locks have grown out. I put some ends on it, but my locks are grown. I start to wear them on the 4th of July.
Yes, you did.
And you know what? It's been a journey. I have cut them like 3 times. They always getting cut. They grow. And then because I don't know, but I realized what kind of locks I want. I want my locks to be more thicker this time. And because of my hair, it's not as thick as it was. So to have to bunch them all up and get them where they lock, my hair is so silky. It's hard to lock. It's supposed to lock in a year. Well, what about 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, I'm still not fully locked. So I have to, they're easy to come out. So with that, I'll be wearing my natural hair. But I don't have locks in the front because I cut them off. I've been going through a lot with my hair, but my back is locked. And so you get to see that this is my hair. And this is an add-on, but these are my locks. So I just want to share that. So get used to it.
Yep.
This is me.
Yep. Don't they look nice? Don't they look pretty?
I wish I could show you the back, but I can't. I can't.
Oh, yep. There you go.
You can see it?
Yes, we can.
How is it? Should I take them out?
No, you shouldn't.
Okay. That's what I've been doing. And honestly, I don't understand how anybody
soon.
Huh? But she's going to finally come, because we had locks once before. As a matter of fact, 3 years ago when I cut my locks off, after they were off for about, 6 months, I thought I was going to be wearing wigs. I found myself back and I was like, this ain't going to work for me.
That's true.
It's just locks. Sometimes you have to grow them. But this is my 3rd pair of locks. My first pair was this size, but a lady that did sister locks, I love the way they look. So I got them cut off, and they were very long. They were in the middle of my back. So I got them cut off. And then I got sister locks. And then I let them grow until they were down past my butt. Like you could sit on them. And then, I used to get so much compliments on it, because I always kept my locks looking so nice.
You always get compliments.
Oh my God! Oh, right, yeah. So now this is my 3rd set, but they the way I want it, and I don't know if I'm going to lock my front. I haven't thought about that, but I just wanted to wear it where I can have a bang. Because one of the things is, but nobody has done this that I'm aware of. Okay. So I figured I'll section half, keep half of it, not half, but more of the crown area with nothing on it. And because it's been cut, it's not as long as my back because I keep cutting them and cutting them.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't know what I want to do, but I don't know if I want to lock them. I might want to wear them in a pixie cut.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know,
That's hot
I don't
these
know.
days.
Maybe I just want to wear them curly. I don't know. But I'm waiting for them to reach right here. So by December, my hair should be this length, this length now. So by December, your hair grows at least 6 inches a year on a healthy person. And a healthy person. And even if you're older, I used to think when you get old, your hair don't grow. It does. It may thin out, but it still grows. If you got a follicle, it's growing.
Yes, it's
okay.
gonna grow.
So, so I just wanted to give you an upkeep on that. So
Yes.
get used to the new look because I am so free from wigs. Ooh, that was hard for me because I had been natural for so long, huh?
I said that was true. Watching you go through all those different types of wigs.
Oh, I just couldn't. I couldn't. But I'm back home now, so this is my. If I still might go and put on old red
Oh yeah.
if it could fit, but it could still fit. But
as long as you don't like lock like.
I don't think I want my locks down my back like that no more. No, they were just. I want to be able to wear a wig or something. I don't know if I want all of that. They were heavy. They didn't feel heavy, but when you shampoo them, you feel like you like this.
That is
true. But other than that, it's very heavy. But outside of that, I'm really happy with my hair. And this has been as long as we've been down here, because I had cut my hair just before I came.
That is true.
And let me say this. And the locks, you got to understand there is a lot of energy in your locks.
And that's true.
Remember that. When you grow them, this is like, you know, a lot of times people think that I grow them out because that's a style. But understand that the locking came in when Samson grew his locks in the Bible. That was a dedication.
Okay.
That was a vow. And even though it was a vow and a dedication, he was to never cut his hair. And that's what locks is. You let it grow natural. You train it the way you want it.
That's true.
And then you let them grow and you clean it, tighten them and all that. But you're letting them grow. So as they grow, all of your energy, all your memory, everything is connected to your brain. Okay. It's in your head. Isn't it funny that your facial features carry the most hair?
That's true.
Think about that. Your face, because that's where the energy is most closest. So yes, things up top is going to grow more, going to grow filler. If you're going to bald, it's going to burn out sooner. You understand? If you're looking at it in a spiritual way. So a lot of times when you cut your locks, first of all, before you even know you're going to cut them, they'll start bothering you. Everything about them, they just get on your nerves. They're too heavy. It'll talk to you. It will talk to you. And then if you cut them, you will mourn them.
That's true.
You will be like, oh God, I feel so good. But then you got to get used to your hair feeling light. You know, you got to get used to that. It's like a baby walking. Then you got to feel how your scalp feel. And you still wearing some of the marks. I mean, I'm talking about for people who have weird locks. I think to get attached, to get your full spiritual attached, I think you have to have them for 5 years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, 5 years.
I think 5 years, 5 to 7 years. Like if you don't feel it the first 5, you'll feel it in the 6. If you don't feel it in the 6, you definitely feel it by the 7th, by the 7th year. So anywhere between 5 to 7 years. And the longer you keep them, they're drawn on you. That's your energy. That's you can't even clean them as much as you want to because it's so locked in. So when you cut them, you're cutting off a spiritual part of you. And you're saying, I've outgrown you. I don't need you anymore. And there is a loss that you feel. Yes. And some people go back and some people don't.
That's true.
I'm going back because I realize with my journey being without them and not afraid to cut my hair. I cut my hair. It don't matter to me. But what I take from this is the freedom to change. When you have locks, there's so many styles you can do, but to actually have a brush to go through your scalp again, you won't have that.
That's true.
You know, but you could brush your hair, but you can't just go, give it that. No, but you can massage it with a massager.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So it's not like you can't clean your hair. You can. You just had the same style that you always had.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, I was supposed to be reading on
Megan Good and Jonathan Majors.
So, and I got stuck over here. So I'm just going to make this a video and just sit this to the side and just say my journey with locks.
Okay.
Mark that. And my journey with locks. And so just to be out here and feeling like a mature woman. And I'm like, oh my God, for the last 3 years, I've been trying to figure out how. And I just had to go back to, it's just safe for me. It's a safe place. I just don't know what I'm going to do with the top. But right now, I like the fact that it just looked like a natural ponytail. I like the fact that if I wanted to do something, it's always the front of your hair that they see anyway.
Yes.
You know?
That's true.
So I want to see that. And I don't know. And if it gets on my nerves, then I'll braid it. But outside of that, but even if I wanted to just do it for a little while, I could even do that.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I've never seen anybody do it, but I've always been innovative when it comes down to hair.
Apparently locks are very versatile.
Very versatile. And I'm learning you can leave, like now, half could be unlocked and you can wear your natural hair, but you got to know about hair. You got to know what look good on you. Don't just do that. You're going to hate it. I'm a hairstylist. I know how to make me look good. I know how to put locks in, take them out. I know everything about locks that you could care to know.
That is true.
So I've worn locks in my life. I have to say it. I'm almost embarrassed. 30 years. 30 years. And I just said, no, I can't take it no more. I can't. And now I'm just ready to just collect my last little bit of energy that I have and just let it grow. And on my death, make sure you cut one of them locks off of yourself.
Okay, I will.
And what else? That's all. I want to share my story about hair and my lock journey. And I'm back. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but this may stay like this. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Most definitely. I definitely could understand. Because you have been talking to me for like the last month or so about locks and
begging her.
Yes, sis wasn't trying to go back to locks.
Because I do baby's Crones hair.
She does.
And I'm preparing her that for the day that I won't be able to do her hair anymore.
I know. And
she's so spoiled, but she's not spoiled.
You guys have been seeing me rocking this style for a while. So I have crept my way back to locks without being fully committed. But to finally make that full commitment.
You saw my hair and you saw what I did with it?
Yes, I was just like, okay. I was just like, fair enough. If you could do it at the very tips and, if you could change it, that still gives me some versatility that I would like in a hairstyle. Because that's all I want, the versatility. I just don't want one
But it's so many styles, though. And that's the one thing that I think they just should have a book with lock styles.
Okay.
From updos to down, just whatever. And it's, for me, it's so much a part of our culture.
That is true. It really is.
To just allow, and the truth of the matter is, anybody can wear locks. A white person can wear locks. Anybody. You just got to know how to get them started. Because once your hair start getting matted, it doesn't have no other way because you ain't combing it. It ain't got nothing else to do. So you section it the way you want it, and then it'll get matted. Or you could just go head on and put and crochet them in. Yeah. And that's with a needle. All you're doing is crocheting. Huh. You can crochet them in.
I never thought about it that way until you mentioned it.
What?
It's just basically matted hair.
Matted hair. And the one thing that you see many people do, but I'm going to tell you right now, many people, when they don't want their locks anymore, they go and untangle. Don't do that. You're messing with the flow of the energy.
That is true. You lose so much of the hair.
You're not even saving your hair. And the hair that you did save is so matted and so destroyed that you're going to wind up cutting them off anyway. So what I suggest that you do, you measure your hair from here to here. And since your hair grows 6 inches a year, save 6 inches. You go here from your scalp, right? So they say, I can't take up my hair, but let's say this is my scalp and I had 3 inches. From that 3 inches of my own natural hair, you count down 6 inches, and that's where you cut. The rest, I don't care if they dragging all the way out the back door, because at this point it's matted. It's going to be hard to get out. But if you measure it 6 inches, I mean, you could go 6, you could go 7. I don't care about that, but 6 inches, because that is what your hair grow in a year. And you know, if you grow 6 inches, that's a half an inch a month. You growing your locks, you know that if you cut them, right, you already know that's going to be more easy to unravel than 10 years. Then 20 years, 5 years, 3 years. That's sat there and had a chance to be locked in.
That's true.
You understand? So you know, if you go 6, you getting it right there before it starts to lock itself in. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Not saying it's not going to be easy. That's what I'm saying. If you want to go down to 8 inches, that's just more work for you. But what you don't want to do, you don't want to start from the very ends and start pulling out all that hair. That's just negative energy that you're unraveling. All that is supposed to be locked up in that hair. That's not supposed to be. Either you can save it, you can burn them. I wouldn't suggest just throwing them in the trash, but I would suggest you could save them for a reconnect.
That's true.
You could, if anything, you can burn them, right?
Yeah.
Or you could just save them.
Yep. Save them as a remnant in memory.
As a memory. Or you could save them as a reconnect. Or a memory.
Yep.
Or just, I don't feel safe in throwing my hair out there like that. Or you can make a basket. You can do something with it. But what you don't do in the spiritual realm is throw them in the garbage. Because you don't put it around all of that negativity. Remember, this has been a part of you. This has been who you've been for, at least, like I said, if you grow in your locks and you got for a really good energy, 5 years, because that's the number 5 where light and dark meet. There is nowhere to go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got 5. Then you got 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 4 on each side. It's nowhere else to go. This is where they meet and begin to connect. And you know when you connect it, because you don't have to. You'll just want to get rid of them. You just couldn't be. You wouldn't be able to bear them. They'll keep you up at night. You'll find yourself, you just can't be, you could even clip them and try to save them. But my suggestion to you is, remember, that's energy, that's talking. So when you do go to cut your locks, think about it.
Yes.
And think what you're going to do with them. So if you don't want them and you know you're done, cremate them. If you say, hey, I want to keep them, they get lost out there in the universe, that's just what it was meant to be, keep them. But if you say, you know what, maybe one day I might want to reconnect.
Yeah, repurpose your
and
hair.
You can repurpose them because it's hair, and hair can't die.
Exactly. Instead of using somebody else's, use your own.
Instead of somebody else's, use your own. But what you don't do is unravel your locks. That's just like going to the bathroom and pooping, and you're in the water, and then you're going to go in and scoop it out. And I know no one has never told you this, but I'm telling you, for someone who experienced, this is a spiritual journey. It's a spiritual journey for anyone who takes it, and not just for a style. You're called for it. Some people are called because, they just don't know what to do with their hair, and they just see it calls you. Either way, it'll call you, and you'll get them. Some people take care of them, some of them don't. That's the purpose of them, for you to be you.
Yeah.
To find you. And if you want to know a lot about a person who wears locks, look at how they wear their hair.
That's true.
If you want to know if a person is dirty or clean, you could tell by their hair. Yeah. Some people wear their locks looking real bulky and stuff, right? But that doesn't mean their hair's not clean. You could see dirty hair. It's oily. It don't have to have dandruff. Yeah. But you just see it, and if you get close on it, you can smell it. And you want your locks to always generate a nice smell in the air.
Yes.
When you're around. You want them because they hold odors. They hold them. Am I right?
Yeah.
See, and these are the things that nobody tell you about it, but I'm telling you about locks because I stopped this interview because no one tells you, yes, you can mourn the loss of your lock. You should. You look, that lock, that's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20. It was there during the baby season. It's a lot of energy. And not only that, you can even transfer your locks and give them to your daughter or your son.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Clean them
Yeah.
and transfer that,
Mm-hmm.
But whatever you do, just understand when you cut them, it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
And don't be so cavalier about how you treating your energy
That's
because
true.
this is your past. So just remember that. You could just put them in a plastic bag and put them in your closet. You did something, but just don't throw them in the garbage. And if you have, you are forgiven this time.
Yeah,
because you didn't know. But now if you hear this, remember, whether you know it or not, you're taking on a spiritual journey as a Rastafarian. You're taking on a spiritual thing as and Samson that was commissioned. And he wasn't supposed to touch no dead thing. He wasn't supposed to eat the honey, the wild honey. It's all of these things that they are there because it's a spiritual journey, whether you know it or not. Just growing locks, that's why white people do it.
No, that's true.
They do it too. Everybody. It's a holy thing, regardless of how one treats it out of ignorance. But most people that have locks, they charge them.
Mm-hmm.
They charge them because they demand respect on anybody head they on. And it's just the way, it's your expression and how you want to wear them to the world, because your locks are representing who you are.
Yes.
That's your full-blown energy. That's your godliness, all the waste of it. All of your negative, all of your life is growing out through that. It's getting rid of it. And you know what? Even if you didn't have locks, you'll have it anyway. But most people that have locks don't have a need to shampoo your hair every day. Why? Because they lock. It needs the bitter and the sweet. You don't have to, because all you're doing is going to wash out your lock. Yeah. So you can shampoo your locks once a week. You can shampoo your locks twice a week, 3 times. I mean, not a week, per week. Yeah. Not a week, per week. But for me, I think when you're first starting off with locks, you tell me, I think you should go at least a month without shampooing.
Yeah, that's true.
At least a month. But I don't think that you should be putting a whole lot of oil or anything in your hair. I think you should keep it natural. And if you want to spray, you can spray it with some kind of mist, some kind of healthy mist that's got a little sheen to it. Yeah. But usually I got something in the other room that I spray. And I get mine from, what's the name of her? What's her lock? I can't think of her name. Nappy, happy, nappy. Oh. Nappy, happy, nappy. I just going back to them. About. But she has a spray and it just smells so, what do you call these kind of oils? Essential oils. Essential oils. I like it. It makes me feel like I'm in the motherland. Like, it got that, because that's the way it should take you. It should take you to that place that it is an African thing. It definitely takes you there. But out of all that, I hope that if any questions or anything that you want to know about the spiritual side of locks, I've shared it. But what I want you to walk away with most of all is be careful how you dispose of your locks. You can burn them. You can save them. You can repurpose them. Yes. How
about burying them?
I don't know. I think that because of the carbon and stuff, I think that I would burn them.
All right.
So they would be no more. If I were to put them in a grave, then it would be a grave that I would join later. Or it'll be a plot. Okay, gotcha. You know what I mean? And that way I can put them, because it's my energy, and I just be careful because it's your energy and it came from your body. And I know that you feel like, no, I whatever way, but I'm just sharing that with you. You don't have to take any of it, but for somebody who's been wearing locks and growing again, who wore locks for 30 years straight, And my first thing is I just want to see how long they grow.
Yes.
But when I realized my hair grow fast, I was like, okay. So I couldn't even go the full journey because remember in that full journey, they had been cut this is the third time they had been cut. They were already long. So I had to start all the way over because my loctician didn't tell me, oh, we could just leave them this inch and we could just go head on. And at the time that I did that was $450. And now they're up to 1,000. That's crazy. But nevertheless, I just wanted to take out a video and tell you about Locks in Me. All right.
Yes. How Locks in Me.
You like that?
I do.
All right. So with that being said, I thank you for joining us. If this could help anybody, the spiritual side of locks, I think that you should listen and just know when they're on your head, they representing who you are as a person. And anybody that's willing to go the journey, please. But 5 years is the time that I say your locks have collected enough data. Yes. Anything before that, it doesn't matter, I don't think. No. Anything before that, I don't really think. It ain't been long enough.
Yeah.
You know, or if it was something devastating
of course, that
made you want to cut them, be very careful how you dispose of them. That's all I say.
That is definitely true.
Right?
Especially,
I mean, because something could happen so bad that I'm so mortified that I just cut my locks off.
Exactly.
Then that is powerful.
Yeah, definitely don't throw that away.
Don't throw that. That's like, why? That's just saying like, I don't even care. You do care because that's your energy. There's their energy. There's a lot of negative energy out in the universe that thrives on negative. Mm-hmm. And so if it's coming from you, then where's that negativity going to come?
That's true.
To you and yours, anything that's connected to you.
Yep, even though it's dead.
Even though it's dead, but even though it's dead, it still have life. What kind of life? The life of being, because it existed.
Yes.
Crazy, right?
You're right.
It existed. And it existed to you. So don't think you could ever escape your energy. You can't. It's everywhere. So you can burn it, you can do whatever. It's the smoke have you. You know, the place that store the incense, the smells, it has you. That's why dogs are easy to scent. They just give a dog something. Can you imagine they give a dog a scent of hair?
Yeah.
Mixed with some clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, and if you have pets and you love pets, they always close up to your hair.
That's true.
Or your beard. Mm-hmm. Think about it. Well, anyway, that's enough. I can go on and on about it. So I just want to share that I am back with my locks, and it's been a journey, and I don't think I'll be wearing any wigs anytime soon. If I do, that's just me just showing up. But that's not who I am. I've always been a natural person, and I'm back to being me, and I feel good. So
that's good.
I'm back to the lock world, and I feel safe now.
Congratulations.
I've had my piece. I never got to wear the wigs. I never got the fancy styles.
I feel you.
All that I cut it for. And to go back to just wearing wigs, that goes to show you, I just felt so uncomfortable. But I went through enough wigs. You could sit back and look at some of the styles I had. But at the end of the day, it's me. I will put a picture of me with my locks before I cut them.
Okay.
All right. And that will be it, I guess, right?
Yep, I enjoy with that.
You know what we say?
Mm-hmm.
Sunflowers.